Welcome back to my channel. This video is really going to be short, and I plan to make it short. It's just like a way of answering a question. And someone said Igbo men and late marriage, and why is it that they don't care? Why they don't care, Igbo men and late marriages? And of course, like I said in one of my videos or two of my videos on this channel, see, it seems like the Igbo guys don't care about getting married late. See, no one wants to get married late. Like I said, I had mentioned reasons why they get married late, and reasons why sometimes it looks like they have the money but they are still not ready to get married. And of course, like I said, it's already on channel, you can find it, reasons why the Igbo guys get married late. And of course, on this video is like answering someone's comment. Like I said, your comments are always welcome because it will help me to do something for you, and it will help me to be able to touch your mind always on videos and on this channel. Especially when you ask questions, it will help me to be able to send in my response that will be able to at least satisfy your quest or your question and all that. So reasons why the Igbo guys get married late, or they don't marry early and they don't even care. Number one is fear of divorce. Divorce is one thing that is very easy in our days. It's very, very easy. See, before you know it, before you say it, people are going out to divorce. Either the woman is running to the court or the guy is running out to go and have the divorce letters written and signed, asking the woman, go sign, go pick up your divorce letter. It's really happening in our society. So nobody wants to get married and divorce. So like I said, number one reason why they no longer care, or guys no longer care, or the question is that why is it that Igbo men and late marriage, and why they don't care? They want to take their time. The Igbo man is not the type that want to get married and go out for divorce immediately, because it is not in their place. See, they are predominantly known as Christians. I'm not saying Christians are if something is going wrong, they should not say, or they should not go out, they should not separate. Yes, I advise people, see, if it is not working for you, it is not working, it's the way it's supposed to be. You're not finding it funny, you're not finding it cool, and you know that it's threatening, the marriage is no longer sweet, you can separate. I advise and I tell people, I suggest separation. Number one, you need to leave and run for your life. Save your life first before you think you want to save the marriage. Save your life first, especially when the children are there. Try to save your life first before you save the children. Because if you are not there, the children are going to live their lives. If you are not there, another woman is going to come into that home and still make the marriage work. So if you think things are not working part-time or for the time being, you have to go out there, you have to separate, call yourselves to order as two big adults, two matured people. Decide what is best and good for you, for yourselves, for your children, and for the environment. So decide. Separation is always important. I say it. Sometimes, like I used to say, separation does not mean it's divorce. If you separate for some time and after a while, things begin to work, take shape, you can go back to your relationship, you can go back and have your marriage back again. It has worked for a lot of people. It has worked for my parents. I have a video on this channel, and of course I'm going to make more. Like I said, it's going to be in series, but because of time, I've not been able to sit down and put these things down, and put myself together and do it. Yes, my parents were once separated, and of course after a while, when their brains adjusted, when they felt they were big and matured enough to decide what is good for them and their children, and of course, before you know it, and of course that started from the woman, which is my mother today. And of course she came back to her home, and of course my mother is still the woman in the house today. There are videos, I think there's a video on that short, but I'm going to have a time where I talk much about that. I am not saying women should go and be patient and be eating crumbs and be eating shit. No, what I said is what I said, because I have experienced it through my parents. It still works. Sometimes it is not worse situation. Whatever is happening in your relationship and it looks like it is worse, is because you are taking yourself into the wrong hands, and you are talking with the wrong people that are not giving you best advice or on what to do. So sometimes it looks like what you're going through is a written of your relationship, is a written of, like I said, divorce. Fear of divorce is one thing that is making guys not to go out for marriage, or not even care. They are not getting married, they are not getting younger either, and they don't care about it. Economy, like I said, a lot of people will tell you the economy of our country, the economy of the sea, from our father's time. I have always heard that one, the economy is not good, the economy of the other country, the economy of this, the economy has never been friendly, but people are still doing well, people are still getting married, people are still getting things done. So sometimes, yeah, I tell people that way, but sometimes the economy, some of them will tell you it is the economy, it is not friendly, businesses are not moving, things, I've not gotten a job, I had graduated at 30, I have not gotten a job, how am I going to do this? My parents took care of me. It would be so inhuman of me to have not gotten a job, they trained me with all they have, I have not gotten a job, and I just finished. I have to now go and bring a woman. So am I expecting my parents to take care of me? Da 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 and da 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 da. Which of course there is little for me. I try to send something there, and of course these are reasons why they are not married, or they go into late marriages and they don't care. These are some of the reasons. Like I said, reason number one is divorce, reason number two is economy, and of course I'm going to give you reason number three. Like I said, is that they are looking for perfectionists. Some guys out there, they are perfectionists. See, some guys are just, see, if they want to dress out, their self pass is white, their undies are white, their dresses are white, the environment is white, the paint in the house, everything is white, the kitchen, everything is white. And of course, see, a guy like that, the moment you walk into his apartment, you should know that this guy likes cleanliness. And of course, for people like that, you know that, see, even in their cars, when you sit down in the car, you comport yourself, you know everywhere is clean. So sometimes, or most times, when you see guys like this, they want somebody that can match what or who they are. That when you see the environment is is self-explanatory, you have to be clean. They are just perfectionists. They want everything to be done well and very well at any point. They don't like excuses. Perfectionists and fear. Oh, will I be able to get a lady that will match me? Will I be able to get a lady that will understand with me? Will I be able to get a lady that will listen to me even when she has not done it well the way I want it, and I speak about it? Will I get a lady? Will I be able to, or this lady may pretend or might look like she's going to show them, she's going to do these things, but what if I bring her in and she becomes the wife? Will she be able to stand? Will I be able to keep her? Will she be able to keep these things neat as I want? That is another question. The fourth one here is choice. And you know, when you talk about choice, like I said, I have had it in some of my videos, and of course, as time goes on and as questions, comments comes in, I'm going to be treating this as they come. See, sometimes choice. If the man has not seen someone he likes, he's pegged, as is usually said these days. If the man has not found somebody that is like, okay, this is my spec, this one, I love this one. Some guys, they love them tall, some guys, they love them average, fair ladies, beautiful, fine girl like me, you know, beautiful face, you know. So choice is another thing. Choice is one thing that, see, if the man, some men, when they have not seen their choice, they don't want to play about it, because not having a choice, you want the choice that fits you, that you feel this is good for me. When I go out with my friends, I'll be able to introduce this woman. See, this thing will keep these guys waiting. They can even be wasting money on a side chick. They can be wasting money on other women. And until they find someone that suits them, they won't get married, they won't bother about it. So these are some of the things that keeps the men borderless or not bothered. Even when it is late for them to get married, you know, they don't talk about it, they don't think about it, it is said, they don't bother. You know, the fifth one I'm going to give you here is that not having someone who is well educated like them. See, some guys they are well educated, and they feel he's a lawyer or he's a doctor, he wants to get married, and of course that goes to the choice also. Of course, you know, if this lady is not a doctor, he wants somebody that will understand with him when he's not around, someone that can take care of the family, someone that can take care of the house, someone that can do some things within the house before a call for help, you know, or before a call out there. So if the guy has not gotten someone like that, see, sometimes it makes these guys to stay and stay and stay. I will add some other ones, which is of course the experience. Experience keeps some guys, because if he has dated a guy or a lady, or sorry, a lady back in school, and of course these ladies, maybe one or two past relationships, and like they behave alike. At some point when they start, it looks like it's fine, it's rosy, it's going to be fine. And of course, as time goes on, they begin, or they tend to behave, or they begin to talk to other ladies or friends, counterpart, they begin to advise them wrongly, and they begin to go the wrong way. They begin to do things alike. So maybe some guys, they don't like too many friends around their wives. Yes, you can't stop it. It's their choice. It's a choice. Maybe because of past experiences, they don't like too many friends around because they feel friends will corrupt their wives, friends will corrupt their partners, what they don't have. They will peer group influence, guys, that alone can keep, if they have traces of it in any relationship they are walking into, especially if they are walking out of a relationship, and of course they are walking into a new one, and they have traces of that in the fresh relationship, it will make these guys to like, oh, it's still the same thing I am seeing, so I am going to wait until I see the right person. I am going to wait until the right person comes. See, they are not scared. They are not, see, the topic said, they don't bother. They get married late, or in short, they don't bother. It doesn't they don't show concern about it. They are not bothered about it. Why are they not bothered about it? Because if they have had their experiences and it looks like the new relationship they are going into, and this person is still behaving alike, see, they won't go into it, they will stay. And of course, the amount of divorce that is happening in our environment today, you see a lot of people, like I said, they run to the court, they run to social welfare to report things. Sometimes it is said, partner says what has not existed, what has not happened, they exaggerate. See, some guys out there will want to wait because they have not gotten someone that will understand them, they have not gotten someone that will tolerate them. See, a guy will not come out, no guy will come out and tell you, see, I want you to tolerate my excesses, verbally straight like that, but he feels you should understand with him. Maybe give it time. Like I once spoke with a guy of recent, he said, I have anger issue, and of course I want my wife to understand, but she never understood me, and of course I don't know what else to do. I really love this woman, but I have anger issue, and of course I'm trying to work it out, and I have explained to her, and of course I thought by now she will understand me and know that I have anger issues. Sometimes it comes on me. That's the guy talking. He said sometimes this anger comes and he cannot control it, and he feels. And like I said, I asked him a question. I said, do you mean this woman should keep on tolerating you? You have anger issues, even at no little provocation, you start banging on her, you start screaming on her, you mean she should keep on understanding? You have been in marriage for 5-6 years. She should keep understanding and keep tolerating you. Sometimes it can be frustrating, and this woman might react like she just did. So you won't blame her. She reacted because she felt you guys have come a long way, and of course you should be able to work on yourself too, because you're not a baby, she's not a baby, so you guys have been together, and she has tolerated this for 4 or 5 years, and so you should be able to make some adjustments. You should be able to work on yourself as a guy, as a matured adult. And these are things both of you have discussed in that relationship about your anger issue. You know it. So I told him, I said, see, at any point you know something is coming, those things, those triggers, those things that makes you get angry at your wife, at your workers, at anybody in the house, when those triggers are coming, try to know the triggers and try to work on them. When they are coming, try to avoid them. Find something to, maybe of course something, a child has just done something, or your security guy has just done something wrong. What you do is, when you know something is wrong out there, there are people or group of people, you don't want them in your house, especially when you're around. You expect him to ask you or call your attention to, okay, at the security post there's a phone, okay, oh God, this person is around, do you want to see him? And he never did that. Maybe out of excitement of serving or getting a new job, he ran inside and of course tells you, or he brings these people, walk them in and tell you, oh God is around. And of course they are not people at that point your wife can send out, or you can just maybe you're even found sitting in the parlor and these people just walked in. And of course when you see things like that, you don't scream out your voice, you don't scream, you don't start screaming. When you see these are triggers, so you go back to this same person, train this person, speak with this person again. When you have triggers comes around, see, you know that these things are asking for your attention again. They are seeking for your attention to shout. They are seeking for your attention to react the way you're not supposed to, or you might end up regretting. So what you do when you see these triggers, try to avoid them. Maybe sometime when you see, ignore and don't even talk about it. Talk about something else for that time, and of course later you can go back to it and of course have it solved. So like I said, if a guy has anger issue, of course, and expect the woman that is coming into his life to understand, and of course there are these fears of the last 2 relationship I had. I felt the first one was going to understand with me and have it, at least work it out with me, The first one never did it, the second one never did it, and this third one, of course, the way I'm looking at it, I love this woman, but I don't think that fear, it goes back to that fear again. Sometimes these are things that can make the guy not to bother, and of course it is late, the marriage is late, it is time, and you see that they are not bothered about it, they don't want to have anything to do about it, and of course you won't blame them much for that.